Christ Triumphant for May 24th. The reading is entitled, David's Experiences Were Like Ours. Psalm 28:1. Unto thee will I cry, O Lord my rock. Be not silent to me, lest, if thou be silent to me, I become like them that go down into the pit. David was a representative human being. His history is of interest to every soul who is striving for eternal victories. In his life, two powers struggled for the mastery. Unbelief marshaled its forces and tried to eclipse the light shining upon him from the throne of God. Day by day, the battle went on in his heart, Satan disputing every step of advance made by the forces of righteousness. David understood what it meant to fight against principalities and powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. At times it seemed that the enemy must gain the victory, but in the end, faith conquered, and David rejoiced in the saving power of Jehovah. The struggle that David went through, every other follower of Christ must go through. Satan has come down with great power, knowing that his time is short. The controversy is being waged in full view of the heavenly universe, and angels stand ready to lift up for God's hard-pressed soldiers a standard against the enemy, and to put into their lips songs of victory and rejoicing. Wherever the will of God is violated by nations or by individuals, a day of retribution comes. Many set aside the wisdom of God and prefer the wisdom of worldly people and adopt some human invention or device. David placed the word of God beside him on his throne. He was then immovable. But forsaking its doctrines, he sullied one of the fairest reputations. We must bring our religion to the Bible standard. We must not place ourselves where we claim wisdom to welcome or reject God's words at pleasure. Never let the world think that the Christian and the world are the same in mind and judgment. There is a line drawn between the eternal God and the church on one side and the world on the other. There is no unity between the two. One chooses the way of the Lord, the other the ways of Satan. There will always be found a necessity to contend for the faith once delivered to the saints. People of the world hate the Bible because it will not let them sin just as they please and carry along with them their hereditary and cultivated traits of character. They want their own ideas to be cherished as the mind of God. They oppose the word of God for the same reason that the Jews cried, "Away with Christ," because he rebuked their sins and laid bare their iniquities. Thank you for listening.